Okay guys, I thought it was about time I did a walk round video of the car and showed you some of the things I've done apart from the videos I've made, actually show you on the car and have a little walk round and explain to you what I've done and why I've done it. So here we go. So the first mod that we can talk about was the PP2 splitter, which I fitted. I have got the original Mach 1 splitter, but I didn't put it on because of the road clearance. It's just going to get ripped off. I've got so many speed bumps in this area where I live in Spain, and I know it's going to get damaged. It's not worth it. So I put this on. This looks fantastic. It's a good second choice. It's the all Ford, original Ford PP2 splitter, and I mean, for the look of it, it's as close as I'm going to get to the Mach 1 and to be streetable. So some other little bits you may or may not notice. I've blacked out the front indicators there, so I prefer those. I think they just look better. Obviously the Air Design front hood vents. I know the vents aren't really functional to let pressure out from underneath, but the air can still pass through them there, and I really like the look of them. They just give the front a little bit more. I know they're probably not original Mach 1, but I just really like the look of them. Now, if you may or may not have noticed, is the ram air induction now. I've done a video on that. I've actually taken out one of the covers. I'm not going to walk around there because my shadow will overtake the car where the sun is now. So, but basically this air vent here, my things kind of look at the camera in the car, that air vent cover's been removed, and that actually goes right now straight into the airbox, and I've formed panels inside to create an actual funnel now to funnel air straight into the airbox. But again, I've made a video of that, so you can check that out. So something that was strange was that for a car of this value and this type of car, it doesn't have parking sensors on the front, which I had to fit. So they were put on at Ford's, and funnily enough, it didn't have any rear ones either. So I got them to do front and rear, just because where I live, there's a lot of very, very low posts. And when you're trying to park this, if you don't see them, suddenly the corner of your car's gone, because these are like steel posts set in the floor. So that's the only reason. If I had a higher car, I probably wouldn't need it, like a Range Rover, something like that, or a 4x4. But the fact that you're low down, and if you don't see one of these bollards, and literally they're really low to the ground, just going to smash your car in. So had those fitted front and rear. Other little subtle differences, for instance here, everybody seems to fit these wheel arch lips on here, which I've done, but I've colour coded mine to the car because I didn't like them in black, and I think they just look so much nicer like that. I know the original Mach 1s had them in black, but I just like it like that, and I think it looks nice. It looks more factory to me. Mach 1 badge, that's been painted black. That's like the original prototypes. When you see them in the videos when they first came out of Ford, the badges were black, and it really looks nice on the grey. The silver just didn't stand out, but that really does, and I really like the black look of it. Obviously, in Europe, these wheels aren't offered, the Bird's Nest, so I put a set of those on. They're the original Ford Performance wheels with the Pilot Sport 4S 305s on the front and 325s on the back. I have put some stone guards on as well, because they just flick rocks up, so it's a necessity. I had to do that to help protect the side of the car. So something a little bit more controversial was the side scoop. I actually really like them. I know they're not functional, although I have actually, I don't know if you've got my shadow in the way again, I have actually blacked out inside there with some vinyl to make it look like that there's actually an air vent in there, like the panel's cut away, so when you look in it, it's not just painted. I don't know if you can see that or not, but anyway, and they're colour matched to the car. They look really nice. They're actually by Savinis, and they're actually raked back. I think they look really nice on the car. I know some people go, oh, the Mach 1 never had them, and this and the other. That's fine, and you're all welcome to your opinion, but I just like the look of them on there. I think it just breaks the car up a little bit. Mach 1 GT500 stone guards on the back to help protect that, because they've got 325s on the back, and they do grab the rocks, so they're going to be doing their job. Blacked out the rear reflector there, and I think that looks really nice on the back there. Obviously Ford rear wing and gurney flap. I colour match that to the car because I think it looks really nice colour match. Everybody else seems to put the black or the grey on, wanted to be a bit different, and I actually love the look of it colour matched with a black gurney flap. So the rear lights, I put these covers on. Again, I really like the look of it all in black across the back. I know you can get smoke lights, and I was thinking of doing it. I put these on to try them, and I wasn't sure if I'll keep them on, but I actually really like them now, and I'm not going to take them off. So it's another little mod that I did to the car, just to make the back end look a bit different. On the outside, something that's a bit more subtle that you may or may not have noticed is dash cams. I've got 4 dash cams in this car. There's 2 systems running together, so they're 4K. So I've got front dash cam, rear, and 2 sides in here, and they're set up off a cloud, so that basically I can access them anytime I want. Their movement activated, so I've got battery packs in the back on battery backup, so they've got parking mode on them all the time, and I can access these just like you would do any other type of house camera, like a Nest system, and I can see what's going on in the car. It will actually send me a notification and tell me if there's somebody's been close to the car or they've sensed movement, and that's really important to me if I'm parking it somewhere. I just want to make sure the car's protected. So I've got the Mach 1 badge in the centre of the horn button there, which looks really good. Armrest, which is really handy actually. I didn't realise how much that's made a difference. There's a drinks holder there, and when you've got the manual, it's probably different with an auto. When you're manual and you're constantly moving your arm past, it is annoying having those holes there, and I would never use them for a drink because they'd be in your way. So I actually bought that little cover piece which lifts off. It's sponge, it's done in the same finish as Ford, you can see there, looks factory, and yeah, I just use it as storage. You've got the full performance gear knob there, which I've changed from the white one, which I didn't like. I think it looks much nicer in black. And the only other bit that you can't see from here is a start-stop button. I had to get that from Australia because I couldn't find anywhere stocked it. I tried loads of websites, nobody had it, but they had it in a supplier there, so I ordered that and got that with the cover as well. Okay, so under the hood, bonnet, wherever you come from, you can see some of the things I've done already. Strut tower covers, they're great, they just tidy it up. Just, you know, for me it's just about keeping things tidy. The reason I put the cover on the pressure tank there, the filler tank, because it was just white and it didn't look right, so I put a black cover on it, and I think it just tidies everything up. Cover on the airbox, you can see the video of that, it's fantastic, works brilliant. I'm glad I did it. And obviously air raid filter. Struts for the hood, gas struts, which should have been on there, I believe, from original. I think the S650's actually got them now standard. Don't know why this didn't, but anyway, that's now defunct, that hood prop, which is good. And obviously the catch cans. So we've got a catch can here, which is off a GT500, I think, and this is the standard Mach 1 GT350 offering, I believe. So you've got 2 there. Did an oil change at 2,500 kilometres after the engine was broken in. That one actually had oil in it. I don't know, it's about 5 mil of oil in the bottom of that one. This one hasn't been on long enough yet to test. I'll let you know if we get any in there. If I don't, happy days. And if I do, I've got that there to stop it. So either way, I'm covered. So that's about it really. I think the back end of the car came out really well, and the little differences I did with the lights and the colour matched rear spoiler, and the actual car itself, it's come together really nice. I mean, they're just subtle things I've done to it, not any massive changes to it, but it's all bits I wanted to do, and I'm really happy that, with the way it's come out and the look of the car, to be honest. So I hope you enjoyed that little walk around of the car. I know it was only brief, but it just gives you a bit of insight into what I've done. With that in mind, I'm actually going to go up into the mountains now in Estepona, and I'm going to take you with me. We've got some nice drone footage coming up. Thanks for watching.